Deep breath, Liz. Deep breath. You're fine.
I'm definitely already feeling like I'm gonna cry.
Ooh. We have tissues.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Liz, I can't wait to marry you today. I know this day will present its challenges. I know it's not the same without your dad and Dawn here to cheer you on. But I know both of them would have been so proud of the woman you've become. They would both remind you how beautiful and strong you are just before you walk out there, and know that I'm thinking the exact same thing.
Lizzie, you have the privilege of having two amazing dads in your life. Billy and Don are your two guardian angels watching over you forever. I can say with certainty how proud they are watching that beautiful ceremony today from up above. Rumor is that rain and clouds and hail don't interfere with their view.
Elizabeth Nicole Cerrito, I love you. You are my best friend and the love of my life. As I stand before you today, I want to thank you for swiping right. I want to thank you for letting your roommate talk you out of standing me up on our first date. And I want to thank you for making me the luckiest man in the world by saying, yes, you idiot, when I asked you to marry me.
I wished for the sunshine and it finally came, and I really hope it sticks because it's beautiful and it's just perfect because it's kind of overcasty and it's kind of not entirely, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it.
I'm haunted as history comes and culminates. We're fed the things we're taught to hate on war.
Sean, my love, it's always been you. From the moment I saw you, I knew I wanted you in my life. I knew I wanted you to be mine. One of those things you feel, and one of those things you just know.
When he first met Liz, there was a certain, excitement, but also nervousness about like what was next, like he swept right, just kind of hoped for the best, and it worked out.
When he was meeting Liz, through Tinder, he was telling me about it. I was like, let's see, oh, she's cute, and she's got this big ass dog and and everything.
All my photos were of me and my dog, and so he thought, my dog's so important to me. The only way that it's gonna work out is if my dog likes him, because if my dog doesn't like him, then we have a serious issue.
I remember the day after Sean and Liz's first date at a pet-friendly restaurant.
I just figured, okay, we're getting along, everything's going good, like obviously the next step is we meet.
That was so beautiful. I don't know how to handle it. Oh my God, yes.
Her response was, how do I know you're not a serial killer? My response to that was, well, I've seen this giant dog in all your pictures. Let's go somewhere you can bring this giant dog for protection and a second opinion.
We brought the dog, they met. He loved him so much that when he went to the bathroom, he started howling because he was missing him so much. And I was like, all right, this is the sign. This is the sign that it's supposed to be.
Some guy was like, dude, your dog is obsessed with you. And I'm like, that's not my dog. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, as soon as you left, he started howling. And I didn't hear it, but like.
That night, I text Callie and I was like, Callie, I just talked to this guy for 6 hours and I think I could see him being the one.
Liz was excited and told me about this cute guy who was intelligent and talented and funny, a guy who flew hot air balloons, played piano, and loved her dog Liam. That was where their love started.
Shut up, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Sean and Liz, I know that from the moment you've come into each other's lives, you've never looked back. Sean, I heard it helped that you loved Liam from day one without hesitation.
I've officially loved you for 1,263 days. To say that I am marrying the love of my life is an understatement. Your sweetness was foreign to me, and I realized I was with this person who creates things and imagines things and believes in things I never thought were possible. 50 years from now, I still expect to be seeing the world with you.
Over the past 3.5 years, we've shared so many adventures, so many smiles, so many misadventures, and so many trials. We've traveled almost 10,000 miles of highway together with a 145-pound car-sick Irish wolfhound in the back.
So pretty. Liam, what do you think, bud? The moment that I knew Sean was the one was when we were driving through Alaska and we were in this wildlife park. And he turned to Liz and he said, "Wouldn't your dad just love this?" And I was crying in the back seat. And I didn't tell you this because it was just this moment where I was like, he gets it. He gets my cousin. He gets what this is about. And I just knew.
When I think of your dad, Billy, I will always think of his sense of adventure. It was only a few years ago when you and Sean were living in Tucson. Sean had found a rattlesnake. Together you wrangled it. Eventually, Sean released it out back into the desert. I heard you ask Sean why he approached the situation that way. Sean admitted he wondered what Billy would do, and then did it. That was the moment I knew how special Sean really was. Don confided in me once that he considered Lizzie his 5th daughter and that his goal was to improve upon all the mistakes he had made before as a dad. He told me that he considered you his bonus in life, and I know he treated you that way always. Seeing you married today would have been one of the proudest moments of his life.
We truly have enjoyed some of the best of what life has to offer, and no doubt endured some of its worst. My promise to you today is that I will be right here by your side through everything the future holds. I promise to tell you I love you when I think it. I promise to tell you how beautiful you are when you don't feel it. I promise to be a good dog dad. I promise to remind you to turn the lights off in your car so your battery doesn't die. And to come jumpstart it wherever you are when you forget.
I promise to never give up, to never stop growing, and to never forget how lucky we are. I promise to share my pillows when the dogs have taken over yours. You have my heart. You are my favorite partner, my crush, my favorite friend. I promise to fight to deserve you, to cherish people and experiences over things. And I promise to keep exploring the world with you.
Closest of calls. Are we living too fast?
You are my person. You are my soulmate. I promise to always pursue you. Today, I marry you without hesitation to tell you that I'll love you for the rest of my life. Just doesn't seem like enough.
We're half sunken mud. Are we stuck in the past? We're still looking for signs.
Congratulations, friends and family. I now present you to the newly married couple.
Sean, you are home for Liz. Thank you for loving my best friend with every ounce that you have. I can't imagine a more perfect couple to adventure through life.